Hello, hello.
Hello.
Welcome hi. Welcome to, what are we calling this, Christy?
Ooh, tricky withdrawer pursuer types.
Yes, yes. We were talking about this the other day. I'm Kelly Burke, by the way, certified EFT therapist and supervisor with a group practice in the Middle Tennessee area. Red Therapy Group is our practice. And Christy, I'll let you introduce yourself.
Christy Carpenter. I'm an LMFT, EFT and training. And yeah, and I work with Kelly in Red Therapy Group, and I see a lot of couples.
Yeah, so what we see often is we can see really confusing, I would say, attachment strategies, right? So you might see, and Christy and I were talking about this one day, on the surface, they really do look like a pursuer or a withdrawer. But if you get to the attachment intent, they're the opposite. And it's so confusing, and it can really kind of trip you up. So we're going to actually role play. I'm going to be all of these confusing types. Christy is going to ask some really good tracking the cycle questions and getting to the attachment intent, that motivator, right? That's driving the action tendency. That's the most important thing. Don't look so much to the action tendency. Look at that attachment intent, like what's actually driving it. So she's going to ask some really good questions about that. And so this is going to be kind of like a game. Are you ready, Christy? She's going to, when she figures out who's who, she's going to hold up one of these 4 signs. So Christy, can you hold up some, like one at a time? All right. So we've got burnout pursuer, soft pursuer, blamey or critical withdrawer. Yes. And reactive withdrawer. Okay. All right, I'm not going to tell you who I'm going to be, Christy. I'm just going to be somebody. And you're going to kind of do like as if we're doing move 1 and doing the tango. And you're going to try to figure me out. All right, so, okay, I got it.
Okay, so Kelly, if you could help me kind of get a sense of what happens between the two of you, what it's like for you, whenever you kind of get into this pattern, you get kind of stuck and you can't get out. Like, what is, if I was a fly on the wall, and I was just kind of seeing what happened for you, what might I see?
Well,
here.
I mean, are you going to answer the question? Because are you not going to? Okay, I'll answer the question, but here's the thing. My partner will not talk to me. Okay. My partner will not talk to me. I'm asking my partner, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? My partner will not tell me what's wrong. And so I don't know what to do. If I don't know what's wrong, then how am I going to fix it? I don't know what to do. You have to tell me what to do.
You don't know what to do, and you really want to know what to do. You really want to know what's going on with your partner. You really want to know.
They won't tell me what's wrong.
They won't tell you what's wrong.
I don't know. I mean, clearly something's wrong. Clearly
something's wrong, but you're not hearing anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And so how are you? So what's kind of coming up for you inside you?
Freaking out.
So you're freaking.
I'm pretty sure that I'm going to lose this person any minute.
Oh, wow. So that's pretty scary. So you're freaking out. You're wanting to see this person do something, say something, and you're just kind of over here freaking out. So that's what I would see.
Yes.
And deep down, you're really afraid you might lose them.
Yes. I'm so scared I'm going to lose this person. I've really messed up, and I know I'm going to lose this person. I just know it. Nope. Close.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. This is the one I meant to pick up.
Reactive withdrawer. So what made you choose reactive withdrawer?
Um, yeah, it was that's a good question. There was that fear that I'm going to lose them, not so much about being alone or being abandoned or not being connected, but there was that fear of, you know, that fear of how your partner is showing up and of losing them.
Yeah, yeah. And did you notice also I said I've really messed up. I think I've done it.
Oh,
That sounds
yeah.
that sounds like a more avoidant, right? Um,
Mhm.
so yeah, this a reactive withdrawal is really typical after an affair, and with the withdrawer is the one that had the affair. This is very, very typical. So they look really anxious on the surface. They will poke to get a response. They will look like a pursuer, but they're actually a withdrawer, reactive.
Yeah, initially I was thinking, wow, this is a lot of anxiety. This is a lot of energy, a lot of,
It is, and it does look like that. And yeah, it's really confusing. So,
mhm.
all right, let's do another one.
Dropped a sign.
Gotta figure out who I am. Hold on. Got it. Got it.
Okay. Okay, so Kelly, so whenever, you're in this cycle and, and you're feeling like things aren't going well, you know, um, what are you experiencing? What would I see, if I were
I
a fly on
mean,
the wall?
not much. I really just try to sort of keep to myself, stay busy. Um, I don't know what to tell you. Not much. We don't really have much of a relationship. So, um,
So I
but
would see,
I'm okay though. I'm good. I've got my kids. I'm really good. It's okay. It's okay. I mean
so
it's
I
great.
would, I
Yeah.
would see you kind of, sounds like you're kind of, resigned, kind of like you have a routine, you're taking care of the kids, you're kind of staying busy. You don't seem like you're all that upset about what's happening or not happening in the relationship. Is that
Oh, I'm
right?
upset. I'm upset. I mean,
Oh, what?
are you kidding me? It's been
Oh,
years. But yeah, I've just kind of come to realize that it's just not going to change. I just need to figure out I need you to help me figure out how should I deal with, I just, I need to figure out how to deal with what happens, right? I'm just not very good at dealing with what happens.
yeah.
So
So
I'm, yeah, I mean, it's like we both are doing our own thing. That's fine. But when it comes to my kids, I actually I need you to show up. Like, would you please just take your kid to basketball for a change? I mean, come on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You asked me what happens. I mean, a lot of nothing, but I am upset. I mean, but I also am like kind of over it. So
so you are upset, but you're kind of over it. And so if if nothing changes, like if this pattern just were to continue and continue, what would be so bad about that?
mm, good question. Um, gosh, I feel like I have resigned myself to it not changing. I mean, I think that I don't even believe it can change. I really don't. I just don't.
Yeah. You don't believe it can change, and it's upset you for a really long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you all get into it, you know, and that is over and you kind of go to your separate corners or whatever, what's that like for you?
Hmm. I mean, I'm sad. I don't talk about it though. I don't bring it up. I definitely don't. I've learned my lesson, right? I
So you
don't talk.
used to bring it up?
Yeah. Yeah. It's been so long. Yeah.
It's been a long time and now you just like, you're sad, but you just deal with it on your own.
I mean, I have plenty of good things in my life. I've got good friends. It's okay. I mean, I do kind of bounce back. It's fine.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
I knew it earlier, but I just wanted to kind of keep.
Yeah, no, that was helpful because I think there
Okay.
was a lot there because it's true. Burnout pursuers, if you talk to them long enough, you hear the pursuer in them. But
Mhm.
if you look at what they're doing on the surface, they kind of look like a withdrawer,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
That,
She's not
that,
talking, she's not bringing it up. She's saying, I don't care about the relationship. I just want you to be a dad, right? Well, that's a burnout pursuer for sure.
yeah.
Or a partner, not assuming that that's a male, but and not assuming that the burnout pursuer is a female, whichever gender, it's like, I just want you to be an equal parent. So that person is kind of given up on the relationship.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, it's a really tricky one. Okay. You ready for mine?
Okay. It's getting easier. There's only two left.
All right. I know that's true. Well, I should make it harder. Shoot.
No, it's
All right.
okay.
This one's going to be obvious because between the two, but it's good just to, all right. So, and here we go.
Okay, Kelly. So whenever this, you guys get into it, whenever it's not going well between you, like what starts it for you? Like what's the moment? What's something that
Well, what starts it for me is my partner doesn't really have good time management. And so my partner kind of can't keep their act together and can't like take care of stuff. So then when I come home, everything is chaos. And what am I supposed to do? I'm coming into a tornado, right? So I know we're different. I get that. But until my partner really gets their act together, I'm not sure that I can really, you know, I just can't relax. I mean, it is just so stressful. Like, all I want is some peace when I get home. And if I get home and everything's like in chaos, or does that make sense? Like, it's just, how hard can it be? I don't understand. How hard can it be? You've had all day.
Oh
And
wow. So
what do you,
you're coming in and you're like, what's going on here? I don't get it. What's all this fuss about? It feels really chaotic. And you're like, this just all seems so unnecessary. It's kind of what it sounds like.
totally unnecessary, ridiculous, in fact. Come
Oh,
on, get your act together.
yeah. So get your act together. So then you kind of get into it or you have
Well,
words or what?
I give her options, right? I give her suggestions. I'm like, listen, maybe if you would just, like start sooner, or I don't know, like just somehow like use your, I don't know. I give her suggestions. I'm trying to sort of give her ways, um, just to help her out, right? Because it's
It's
probably just
uncomfortable for both of you. Yeah, you don't like coming home and feeling like it's all chaotic and yeah. So you try to give suggestions, you try to kind of figure out how do we make this better
yeah.
and And how does she take that? How does that go between you?
Not well. I
Mm,
mean, she says I'm being condescending or that I'm treating her like a kid. And all I'm trying to do is help. I'm just trying to help. I'm actually good at this stuff. I'm very organized. I get it. We're different. I get it. We're different. It's okay. It's not that like you're better than me. That's not, we just got to get our act together.
yeah. You sound pretty frustrated about it. And so you try, you make suggestions, but it doesn't land well for her. And then you just kind of keep going back and forth and till how does it end? How does it wrap up?
Oh, geez. It's like she's she's huffing up and I'm like, this is ridiculous. And so I shut down and I go to my office and I get on the computer and I mean, I hate to say it, but I work some more. I'm working. I am working so hard to provide for this family. And so, yeah.
So
So
you
I
go
do.
back to work. What's
Oh
it
my
like
God.
for you when it's over and you go to your computer and you go back to work? Like what are
I
you
mean,
experiencing at
honestly,
that point?
work is kind of a relief. Like work is where I'm like, okay, whoo, this makes sense, right?
Mm,
This makes sense. I know how to like, yeah. I just wish she would, be productive in some way. But
yeah, yeah.
yes, that was obvious. So what was the thing that sort of set it off for you in some of the questions that you asked where you were, because I was obviously looking like a pursuer, right? I was very blaming, very kind of critical. But what made you think this is actually an avoidance strategy?
Good question. So it was the combination. I could still hear the kind of avoidance, like there's the blame and the criticism, but there's also like, what's the big deal? What's the problem? Like there's not really, a move toward emotion or a move toward connection, or does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Right. At the heart of it, it sounded like the goal was more for peace and harmony.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why is it so hard to,
Yeah.
not just have some order
Yeah.
and uh, structure and routine and, it just be all even and
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I'm thinking if you're working with this person further on, it might be interesting to know, um, the fear in things being chaotic, right? Or like
yeah.
what that actually, like there's more to it than that. But yeah, I think a lot of those questions, the thing that stood out to me was when you said, what's it like when it's over and you're kind of doing your thing. That's when I could put myself into a critical withdrawal. And I was like, yeah, it's over. Then it's like work. And that's where it feels better because it's like, I know that I'm getting, I feel good here. Like I feel valuable getting it right here, which that interaction doesn't feel good. Okay. So we know what the last one is, but let's just do it so that we
Okay.
can kind of show people. All right, here we go.
Okay. So, hi, Kelly.
Hi, it's so good to see you.
Oh, it's good to see you too.
Yeah.
So, I want to understand a little bit more of your experience, whenever this cycle pops up and you find that, you're feeling apart, you're feeling kind of disconnected, feeling, like
Yeah.
there's some tension or
Yeah.
something between you.
Well, honestly, it's probably me. It's probably me. I mean, really, I don't, it's like I he just he is very busy, right? And so and I'm for the most part, I'm good with that. I'm really good with that. Um, but yeah, I do get a little like, mm, it's hard, right? Sometimes it can be hard. And so, yeah, when he gets really busy, I just get busy too.
Oh,
It's like
so he
that's,
gets busy, you get busy, but it almost sounds like there's some sadness about that.
oh, oh, for sure. For sure. It's very sad. It's so, I mean, it's kind of a lonely way to live, right?
Mm,
It's like we're both so busy. And I just think we need to like stop doing so much. You know what I mean? Like we're just doing too much. We're go, go, go. And it's like all of these things are good things. They're good things. I've
right, right.
got a beautiful family, our kids. Like it's just, I think we just need to really figure out how to cut stuff out, do less, that'll probably solve the problem. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So with everything being so busy and all these things going on, it sounds like there's something, that you're kind of longing for, you're kind of missing, and you'd like to for something to be happening between you that isn't happening all that much. Is that?
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. But those conversations don't go so
Oh, so the conversations can be hard.
well. I'd rather not, right? It's like we're
Mm,
good. We're good enough. So I don't know. Yes, of course, I would love more connection, but those conversations really don't go well. So,
mm.
and he's got a lot on his plate. You have to understand, he has a lot on his plate. Um, so yeah.
Yeah. So for you, you do enjoy being close to him and feeling connected, and when maybe that's come up before, those conversations have been kind of hard. And so
Yeah.
it sounds like you're really very patient and very understanding, and you're taking into account all the things going on, and you're,
Try to be. Yeah, I try to
yeah.
be. I don't want to you know, push him away or be too like
Mm,
pushy, right? So, I mean,
yeah.
yeah, I sure I do. I kind of I'll mention it, but you know, I don't want to make a big fuss about it.
Yeah. And so when you mention it, and maybe there has been a bit of a fuss or a little bit of tension or something, and you don't really feel like you really kind of connected, um, after, what's it like after, times like that, whenever, you've kind of maybe just tried to start a conversation or tried to, reach him and or her, and it hasn't quite happened. What's that like for you afterward?
Oh. um I am sad. It's sad. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to know what to do with it though.
Yeah, you're sad, but you're also trying to be really understanding, and it's kind of a tough
Yeah,
spot.
for sure. I don't want to make it a bigger deal than it has to be.
Yeah. You want to be closer, but you don't want to cause a fight. You want to be closer, but you don't want the fighting and the tension you don't want to
Yeah,
put pressure, but you
yeah,
really want to be closer.
I do. I mean, that's why I'm here for sure.
Yeah. And you are.
Ding, 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 ding. Soft pursuer. That was actually a harder one for me to role play for some reason.
Really? I
Um,
thought you did great.
yeah, but it's like I don't, it's like yeah, maybe because I'm not a soft pursuer myself. But yeah, so I mean, have you come across soft pursuers that are like so nice that you think, oh wow, are they withdrawers? Like they're not really asking for much.
Um, hmm. Yeah, it can take a minute to figure out like
Yeah,
what's holding them back.
yeah,
What
yeah.
is it that's holding you back,
I thought your questions were really good about getting at the longing, and then it sounds like this pursuer, the reason that this pursuer doesn't share is because of I'll be too much, which is such a anxious attachment strategy, right? Like not,
Mhm,
so this pursuer doesn't poke for a response. This pursuer actually is very careful, not,
mhm, mhm.
trying to sort of manage the connection. But yay, that was
Yay.
fun.
Yeah, we did it.
We did it. We've got our 4 confusing types: soft pursuer, burnout pursuer, reactive withdrawer, and critical withdrawer. Thank
Yeah.
you, Christine.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.